Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Total Picture. Today it's the end of planting season, so let's roll that intro. So today's gonna be a little bit different style video. So I was out at the field just doing some regular footage gathering, talking to people about what's going on, and I found out that we are at the tail end of our planting season. So we are starting our last two fields today. So in the field I'm currently walking in, we have Isaac, who is planting our last bit. He's starting out with the female today, and he's working on the first passes. All this over here he has completed, and we have our final cultivator running right behind him. So it's pretty in sync, and we're making things happen. But this is really exciting. Obviously, the beginning of planting season is a big milestone for us every year. And so on the other side of it, the last day of planting season is also a big milestone because it marks the end of the first big push of the season, and also it marks that we have a lot of work ahead of us. So we're really pumped. It's a big day to finish off planting season. So obviously they'll have to go back in and plant the male delayed. So there's still work to do, but yeah, to finish off the planting season, get the last field started, it's a big deal. So we're gonna check out what they're up to. So right now Isaac is taking off another pass. He was nice enough to stop when to get a camera onto the planter rig. So we're just gonna check out his takeoff. I'm always fascinated by these pieces of machinery because for as big and almost lunky as they are, they're absolute pieces of precision equipment. I know we've talked about it in the past that we do operate in precision agriculture, and before I got into it, I wondered how is any of this equipment that's multiple tons, just massive road blockers, how are they precise? But man, when you get to stand up here and watch them like I get to, you understand just how dialed in, how precise, the machinery, how precise it is, but also the operators. I'm flabbergasted by how precise these guys can be with these massive pieces of equipment, with their tractors, with their planters, sprayers, harvesters, whatever it is. I am blown away by it every single time I get to see it. So yeah, like I said, this is a big day. We're super pumped to be done planting. We've already started on some of the other stuff with flaming, with some of our pre-emergent and post-emergent spraying on corn and soybeans. So it's a big time, it's a busy time, but the weather's been beautiful. It's been nice and warm. We're waiting on a little bit of rain to wet the soil a little bit, but man, it's been a good year for planting, and we have been super stoked you've come along for it with us.
So another really cool thing that I got to see this week after I finished up with the guys planting over at the cornfield was our Soybean Production Manager, John, took me out for one of his initial counts where he goes out, kind of takes his first look at the soybean fields post-emergent. He explained that a couple things he's looking for. First of all, he's looking at weeds, any sort of vegetation that doesn't need to be there, making sure we get that accounted for and know what we're working with. Kind of seeing what's going to be the biggest problem for us this year. But more importantly, he's there doing initial counts. So what he's doing here is he puts down this rod, which he has measurements based on the planter size, and he counts the number of plants in between two marks on that rod. Now he does this 3 times in this field. Now that number varies from field to field just based on size, but he does these counts to basically get an idea of how well planting went. So he's looking to find an average over a certain area. So when he puts that rod down, he's looking at point to point on the rod, but also 4 rows. He's measuring the number of plants that are in that certain length. So it's a really simple but really kind of cool little piece of work that we do to make sure that our fields are properly planted, make sure that the season is starting off where it needs to. So I just thought this was really cool, a really fun conversation I got to have with John. So back to the other Caleb.
But that's probably going to do it for us today. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. And if you want even more content from us, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. And if you want even more content from us, you can go subscribe to our monthly Total Focus newsletter. Thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you soon.